With ISL Online, you can access and control any distant computer or mobile device. Sign up now and start supporting your customers.
You're watching Tech Talk, brought to you by Tech for Techs. We're a community that supports independent trade with the help of vendors and distributors. We're live Mondays at 8 p.m. London time, and we will be streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. You can listen to our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, TuneIn, Player FM, and others. And now,
well, hello everyone, welcome to Tech for Tech Tech Talk. This is a live show where we try and help your IT business grow. Right, first of all, before we go any further, can everyone hear and see us today? Specifically, can you hear me? Let me know, because obviously we don't want to go jabbering on for the next half an hour and then everyone go, oh, we couldn't tell a word you were saying. So
yeah, that
please...
would be pretty bad.
Yeah, so please let us know in the chat. So I can see Gadget Joe's watching. He says, evening all, hope we're all good. Well, we're doing fine, thank you, Gadget Joe. I'm hoping you're doing well as well. We've also got Richard Creedy saying, evening all. If anyone is watching Facebook, some of the streams on Facebook can be a bit funny. Don't always show your details in the chat, so obviously if it's not working, try and find another stream. We are on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn and so forth. So right, let me turn the chat on the side of the screen so we can actually all see it. And
good evening, Gadget Joe. Good evening, Richard Creedy. And also to the guys at Canny Clever who are watching us on that big screen. Hello there all, and to Prince included and Duke. And Mark, I see you've just tuned in. Hope everything sounds good.
That's good, yeah. He says everything's still sounding good at the moment, so that's good. So we did find out what was causing the sound issue we had last week. And basically the Restream Studio, which is what we use to go live, decided to bring in a new feature, echo reduction. Because we're running two microphones off of an amplifier, basically on the same machine, it was causing sort of a bit of a feedback loop and cancelling each other out, hence why our sound kept going back and forth. Or at least we're presuming that's what it is, because we've disabled it today, and hey presto, it sounds better, let's put it that way. You can understand us. It looks like we've also got Carl in saying...
Oh, we've got a good audience tonight.
So, yeah, we've got a few bits and bobs. So before we go,
Dan the man is on as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, didn't see him sneaking. He always sneaks in, doesn't he? I bet he's got a pint of Guinness there, though.
I bet he does.
So, right, so before we go any further, this show is brought to you by...
With ISL Online, you can access and control any distant computer or mobile device. Sign up now and start supporting your customers.
So thank you, ISL, for sponsoring this show, making it possible for us to do these shows and carry them on. If you do want to check out ISL, they're a remote support company. There's a QR code on the screen, as well as their web address, which is islonline.com. It's pretty straightforward, but QR code is there as well. So right, so Jen's going to introduce you or tell you about TechMax first while we wait for a few people to log in, and then we'll go over this new stuff what we're going to be talking about, which is Tech for Techs Plus or TFT Plus, as well as Real Tech and potentially some other future endeavors we've got lined up. So Jen, if you want to start us off.
Well, as you may or may not know, we have an event called TechMax that we do annually. Next year is going to be at Magna, same as, and the date will be the 27th of June, 2025. 10 a.m. start as usual, and 12 to 2 will be lunch in the cantina. It's cards only, so don't bring cash. 4:30 we'll have the competitions. 6 o'clock we'll have dinner, and the awards in the bar and everything will be along with that around that time. And then around 8 o'clock we're going to have some old school interactive games. So that's your biggie for the night. And we do have some hotels that are available with a discount. And that would be the Jury's Inn. It's formerly Jury's Inn. It's now Leonardo Hotel, though. And you can book that in by simply quoting Magna, and that's all caps Magna, and clicking on the link. There are other hotels available in Sheffield, but that's the only one so far that has given us a break. Coming to TechMax, we have TechPoint Distribution, Case King, Aerocool, Thunder X3, In-Game Gear, APNX, Lian Lee, Fantex, Colink, Haven, Nitroceps Concepts, Moza Racing, Stremplify, Ducky, EADR, VIP Computers, QNAP, Kingston, Gamers Beat Cancer is our charity for the year, and Spire Technology, and many others are waiting for clear payment. I've signed up just this week a couple of new ones since the last show. So that lets you know how busy we are signing up new people to come to TechMax. If you haven't done so and you want to, just shoot me an email over info@tftmax.co.uk. No, it's info@tftmax.com. Sorry. There's all these email addresses that I have to keep up with, and there's clogging my brain. But if you do want to sign up, it's info@tftmax.com. And just write down in your email what you need. And if you don't know, ask for a promo.
That's pretty good. Also, if there's any influencers what want to sign up as well and attend the event, let us know and we'll sort you some press passes out.
Yep.
Right, okay, let's close that down when it wants to. There we go. Right, okay, so we're going to talk about what we've got coming up. Let's just quickly go through chat though. So we've got a few people log into chat since we did. So Jen, if you want to grab...
Yeah. Allison Cook says, hi everyone from EADR. Hello, Mrs. C and Mr. C. How are you tonight?
Yeah, and she also says Facebook giving us some issues. I think Facebook gives everyone issues. To be honest with you, it is a bit of a pain. Right, Gadget Joe?
Dan is like a giant sneaky ginger ninja. I'm allowed to say that because so am I. Evening, Dan. Hope you're well.
Okay. Well, luckily, we know Dan, and we also know Gadget Joe. So yes, but Dan says he's barely sneaky though.
I don't know. You snuck in on us pretty good there, Dan. That was pretty good.
There we go. Right. Okay. So let's start off. Right. Before we actually tell you about Real Tech as well as Tech for Techs Plus. What you need to be aware of is that everything what you get today, as in the membership, the events, as in you can get into the Facebook group, that's not changing. This is all extra on top. So we're not suddenly going to say, oh, you've got to sign up to this, that, and the other to be in the Facebook group. That's exactly the same. Nothing is changing there. This is all extras. So it's totally up to you. If you sign up, we'll understand that some people can do that themselves. They don't need it. We know that there are people out there who do need this help, so it's an option for you. And especially the Real Tech, which will be coming next year, will be a benefit to all, especially independent tech stores.
Consider it a time saver, if you will. Even if you can do it, it's a time saver.
There we go. So what I'm going to do is play a little video. It's only a short one I've crafted. It's also on the website, but here it is. It'll tell you a bit about it, and then we can run you through, go through the website and show you everything what it offers. Introducing Tech for Techs Plus, the ultimate membership for computer shop owners and IT professionals. If you're looking to save time, boost your marketing and streamline your business, this is the service for you. For just $29.95 a month or $295 a year, you'll get exclusive access to a treasure trove of digital marketing assets, including stunning posters and poster templates that you can edit yourself, and they're all crafted to captivate your audience. And on top of that, new content is released every month. But that's not all. Tech for Techs Plus also provides informative articles that you can share with your clients through your website, emails, or even printed materials, helping you build trust and loyalty. But on top of that, you also get legal documentation, including customizable contracts and policy templates. You'll have everything you need to protect and grow your business. Do you want to make changes to the posters we provide? No problem. With a Canva subscription, you can edit the designs we provide and tailor them perfectly for your business. You will also be able to take part in exciting upcoming projects like the nationwide Real Tech initiative coming in 2025. So let's accelerate your IT business with Tech for Techs Plus for just $29.95 a month or $295 a year. You'll get the tools you need to grow your business and stay ahead of the competition. Visit techfortechs.co.uk/plus to learn more. Right, there you go, guys. So that is it. I'll put up here the actual website address, but you can get to it on the main Tech for Tech's webpage if you wanted to. So it's pretty easy to get to. And again, as we said before, nothing is changing about the Facebook group or anything else we offer. This is an extra. And as we said, this is totally up to you if you want to join or not. There's no, we're not going to tell you off for not joining or anything like that. It's totally up to you. We know that obviously having a store ourselves in the past and running businesses, it can be hard for marketing and have all the right documentation and all this, that, and the other. And that's where this comes in. So we're basically going to be adding lots of new content every month, a minimum of 3 new bits of content every month. And I'm going to run you through the website in a few seconds because it has actually changed and been updated since that video, and there's even more on there than that video shown. So let's go straight over to that. So if it actually let me, come on, here we go. So
I was about to say, when I was watching it, that doesn't look like the one you showed me this afternoon.
yeah, it's been updated. That's the problem with updating stuff constantly. So yeah, you can get to it on the Tech for Tech's website. So on the main Tech for Tech's, which is tech4techs.co.uk.
You're like me tonight.
I'm doing it as well. You can get to it on there. So basically, you can see where it says posters and documentation. You can click there, or it says plus member at the top. Okay, so once you've clicked on it, it will take you through. It'll show you that little video you've just seen. Tells you all about the information, what is available. It also has a big note on there. This content is tailored for the United Kingdom. So obviously where it's generally suitable for the most English-speaking countries, some wording, spelling and advice may differ from what applies in your region. So if you want to sign up, you are from the States, you're fine. Australia, fine. Anywhere else to speak English, you're fine. I don't know if that includes Ireland or not for Cormac, but there we go.
Bear in mind, if you're in the United States, the laws vary from state to state, in some cases on different things. So you got another country's legalities over here. I would have them checked over if you're in the in the United States or wherever by a solicitor, before you go full out.
Yeah, exactly. We'll run through that a bit more in a few seconds. But yes, there is a monthly fee to it, or yearly, depending on how you want to pay. Obviously, if you're buying it yearly, you get 2 months free is the way it works out. The reason why we're charging, because obviously it costs us time. We have to hire people to go do the documentation, artwork, especially the legal stuff. That costs a few quid to do. Yeah. So some of these legal documentations, to get them done properly, cost hundreds of pounds, where you'll get it for $29.95. And the best thing is every month we're adding more to it. So over a year, there's going to be at least 33 more bits of content for you to actually download, edit, and do whatever.
And he said 33, not 30 free.
Yeah, that's free and a free. The number 3 and a free. But there we go. So obviously there's VAT on top of the prices. Obviously, if you're VAT registered, you can claim all that back up. So let's just log into the main section. So once you have signed up, you can go onto the member section. So this is the plus page. So you've got articles, media, legal documents and worksheets, and a new section provided by, which we've just added in the last few days. Now, when we say, obviously, members area, there is no form of chat in here. So it's not taken away from the Facebook or LinkedIn or any other. This is solely as it is. So you're not going to get people breaking away and secret groups appearing here and there.
It's a lot like logging in to pay bills online.
Yeah.
If you will. It's got the place you need to go for this, that, and the other, and then you log out. So
that's it. So let's just go over the articles. So if I click more information, so we've got stuff for Christmas. So the information comes in docx and PDF as well as PNG for the artwork as well. But if you wanted to download the documentation, you can do. Obviously, edit it to how it fits for you. So I'm not sure if it'll let me do that 100%, but we'll have a look.
And there's nothing stopping you from downloading this art and getting it done up for, like, say, since Canny Clever is watching tonight, I'll use them as an example. Canny Clever Christmas, and going somewhere like, I don't know, Big Art and Banners, and having great big poster made. You can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and use it. Just
So let me just open that up. So the share screen's been a bit of a pain, but let me just zoom in so you can all see it. Doing stuff live is not always as easy as it looks on paper. So there we go. So it gives you an idea what the content's like. So this content, so documentation, you can add to your website. You can email it, you can put it in social media, you can put it in a leaflet to give your customers. It's really up to you how you use this information. So there's information why people should buy local, and then there's information generally on most of the things at the bottom where you can fill in your details. So enter your details like your store name or whatever it is you want to enter on there. So it's basic Word, PDF, and so forth, so they're easy editable if you wish.
I found that when we had a store, when I would give out little leaflets like this, it came across very positive to my customers, and it made them feel sort of like, well, she cares enough to keep me updated on the latest scams that are going around and how I can protect myself. So if you want, like Phil said, if you want to make little leaflets and have them at your tills, or just to give out when people come to pick up their devices that they have in with you for repairs and so forth. Yeah, do that. That's a great thing.
Yeah, exactly. With stuff we'll get asked, and we're going to be honest about it, is obviously if multiple people are going to be putting this on their websites, then obviously it's not going to be very SEO rich. So if you want to alter it slightly, that's totally up to you. So it won't really attract new customers as such to your website, because if it's on 100 different websites at the same time, it doesn't have any positive effect. But you can still put it on there and share it with your current customers or anyone who's just generally going to your website. And as I said, you can edit it as well.
But however, if you put it on a storefront window, it could bring customers in that way. It's in the way that you use it, how it works.
That's it, exactly. So you've got media section on here. So we've got what the thing at the top we've got is a Christmas wish list. Might sound a little bit. Well, why do we want a Christmas wish list? Well, give this to your customers, advertise it. Basically put it on Facebook. Say anyone comes in, you get a free Christmas wish list. All you got to do is print it out and give it the customer. Simple as that. Or you can get it printed in bulk. It's a way to get people into your store, is by giving them free stuff. And obviously, even if they just come in for that, you've potentially got a customer there who never knew you existed, but in the future, when they do get the Christmas stuff or the kids are having problems, then they're going to come to you. They know where you are now. There are other bits of information on there. We try and do multiple different styles of each advert we put on. So while we say we add one new poster a month, it's actually more like 2 or 3 of the same thing but in different styles. You can download the artwork in A format, so that's like A0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or in a square format. So when you press download, it gives you the traditional portrait in a square format, so you can share it on social media as well, put your own text in on the website. You can also edit and order the posters as well using the Canva website. Unfortunately, it shows our login details when we try and do this, so I can't really share that live, but that little video, what we showed the basics to it. You can go in there and edit it. You can change the picture, you can change the text, you can put your logo in, remove the TFT plus thing at the bottom corner, totally up to you. So you can edit it however you want, or if you just want it as standard as it is on here, you just download the artwork and away you go. Canva as well, which is the service what you use to edit them. There is a cost to it. I think it's something like 12, 13 quid a month or something like that.
It's not much.
It's not a lot of money, but it's worthwhile, because on top of that, not only do you get our content, you can use Canva's content as well.
Yep.
And there's lots of stuff on there from social media to obviously posters and stuff, but all these ones you see here are all our templates we've made ourselves, and we've converted them so they can be used in Canva. So it gives you a rough idea. So you've got slow PCs, you've got some gaming ones, and again, we're going to be adding to this as every month as the year goes by. You'll get more and more and more. And as I said, you can edit that however you want. You can change it to from visit us in store, where it says on the bottom of this one, you can say call us on or visit website, however you want. You can change the picture, change the font, whatever you want. It's a bit like editing.
You can even have your store name.
And it's very easy to edit as well. So that's that section. Don't worry, guys. We'll welcome to the chat in a few seconds. We'll just show you what's going off. We'll go to chat, and then we'll announce what this real tech thing is, what we're going to be launching next year as well. So let's just scroll through. Okay, so back to the Plus member area. So legal documentation and worksheets. So again, this was a bit of information we got from a show we did a few weeks ago, which we've written up a little bit, which I was talking about is how to respond to negative reviews. You can download that. You can have that reference. You can give it your staff. So when your staff are replying and so forth. So it gives them basically a good idea how you want to communicate. Obviously, these are just Word documents. You can edit them however you want. Things like cookie policies, legal documentation and stuff like that, you need to get that checked by your own lawyers, solicitors, legal experts, so forth, because as soon as you use it and put your name in it, it needs to be rechecked. This is just basically an industry standard. We've actually had Suzanne? Yeah, Suzanne is the name, who we've got actually doing the legal documentation for us. She's obviously a legal, whatever her fancy name was, expert, and she does all the documentation for us. So I'm not a legal expert, so she does it all for us. We've got things like backup checklists. So if you're backing up someone's computer and so forth, you've got information on here where you can write down the customer's information. I know a lot of you using like software to do it, like Repair Shopper, Synchro, whatever it may be. But this is for people who want to do it offline, basically, people who don't want to have all their information online.
A good use for this is when, let's just say you've got a new hire in the store, or even an old hire that can't get to grips with job numbers and things. If you have this piece of paper here that's shown on the screen, print it out, you can put that with the computer itself, like the tower or laptop, with a piece of sticky tape, and you know which device you're talking about if you can't come to grips with software and things like that. You can assign it its job number, its name, the phone number, who to contact, and people can just go through and do a little tick list. I used to have one as a backup just in case for some reason our software went down and I needed to know where I was on the job. I at least had on that piece of paper that I had backed up the favorites, I had backed up the pictures, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So you've got that. Obviously, we're going to be adding more to this. Obviously, we can't give you everything up straight in one go. We have to get it all checked, go through, and so forth. Otherwise, it'll take years and years before we can launch everything. And obviously, we have to fund it.
This is just a sample. This is just a sample. Just a sneak preview.
Well, it's not a sneak preview. It's out now.
Well,
for you to
but
purchase. But
there will be so much more to come.
Yeah. So there'll be more content to be added over there. Also, back to the members area, just scroll down to there. We've got provided by as well. This you're not really paying for as such. This is more a convenience thing because you can get this directly from the vendors. as well as the distributors and so forth. But there's some extra artwork there you can download yourself and get printed if you wish, by your local print store. Or obviously a national one if you really want to. These ones here, as you can see here, are being provided by Target Components. There's a few different ones on there. Obviously, some of them will be more relevant than others. We've put the whole back catalogue, which we thought might be relevant. I did notice one just before we went live, which I think we need to remove, was this one here. It says free computer classes, and it mentions Windows 8. I don't think many people are using that anymore.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but otherwise, most of it is fairly pretty standard, to be honest with you. But again, some of it, as we said, this is a back catalogue from Target, which they've kindly provided for us because obviously they want to help you independent techs and everything else like that. So obviously it's up to you if you use it or not. If we find people aren't using certain bits, we'll remove it. We can monitor obviously the numbers of how many people are downloading each bit. So again, you get all this in with the membership. And again, as we said, it doesn't affect anything we already provide. Everything, so there's no fees to join the Facebook group. That's always going to be free, unless Facebook itself decides to turn around and say you need to pay to be on Facebook, but there's not going to be any charges from our side. Let's put it that way. This is all extra, so if you don't want to sign up, you can.
And to reiterate what Phil said, it's not going to take away from the chat and friendly banter that we already have, because there is no place to do all that. You can't say, oh, well, since you launched that, we don't get as many posts and the regulars are not hanging out here anymore and it's gone downhill. You can't say that because there's no chat availability in here.
So that's it. You might find if you go in the settings, there'll be options and stuff for it, but that is not being enabled, and we're not planning on enabling it either. It's just obviously built into the system. But yeah, so that's the basics of the Tech for Techs Plus. I'm just going to close the screen so you can see us again when it lets me do it. Come on. That's the problem, having two bits on the screen at the same time, so hide. There we go. Right, okay, so let's go to chat, go through chat, and then we'll talk about the real tech thing, which ties a little bit in with that as well, but we'll go through all that. So let's have a look. So I'll let you read out the chat then, Jen. So
sorry, I don't mean to bring down the tone of chat every week. As if, Gadget Joe. Let's see.
So another one from Gadget.
It's a cracking idea. I know that designing digital media that is engaging and relevant is a job in itself. Giving people more free time as a small business to increase marketing, it's invaluable. That's what we're about right here. That was the whole idea of the concept right here, was to get everyone more time to make their money instead of having to go behind the scenes and have to do this, their admin work and this, and then by then there's no home time like us.
Totally agree there. Richard Creedy.
Perhaps add a TFT Discord with a couple of channels. I don't think so. I think I have enough going on right now in Facebook to keep up, besides monitoring a Discord. So I'm going to hard pass on that one, Richard, but thank you for trying.
We have talked about and considered different ways, like Discord as well as WhatsApp groups and stuff like that. Catches, there's a lot of security issues with Discord, and especially WhatsApp. And the problem is then we're splitting the group up as such. So a lot of people who use Facebook then will want to use Discord and so forth. And not everyone uses Discord. It's mainly used by gamers and stuff like that. So
I guess in a roundabout way, I want to force the group to stay together if I can, instead of splitting them up, some on Discord, some on X, or some on Facebook, blah, 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 blah. I just want to keep everyone all under one roof. Easier to monitor and easier for people to, see and be seen.
That's it. Next we've got Gadget Joe saying he agrees with Rich.
A Discord group would be for people that subscribe to share ideas, communication, suggestions, support. Personal engaging experience from the service. Yeah, I still no. It's just so hard to monitor it. It's right now. It's just me and Phil and one other guy that monitor the chat right now in Facebook, and we have a hard enough time accepting members, looking after people who are being naughty, which there's a few of those, and things like that. And I doubt we could, all three of us, monitor a Discord channel in the time that we have to do it in and work our jobs as well. Maybe in the future, I can't rule it out altogether, but right now, as it stands, it's a Facebook only, so we're just gonna have to live with that.
Yeah, it's something we'd have to look at seriously in the future if we did. But there we go. So, right, okay. So next we got Yo. Oh, sorry, Super Sun 1C55 saying Yo.
Supersonic, it says.
Yes, Supersonic. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Supersonic saying Yo. So Yo, back to you. Richard Creedy says, yes, we could have tried to assign trusted people to moderate. The catches we've got is it wouldn't
Getting
be a
those.
well, no, it's not that. There's plenty of people we could potentially trust. The problem is Tech for Techs is an actual company, Tech for Techs Group Limited. We are an actual company. So if we were to give someone a trusted position, even if it was a Facebook moderator or whatnot, and then they did something wrong, we're liable for it.
Right.
So that's where things get a little bit tricky when we have looked in quite a few different things and spoke to our legal
I don't want to
advisor
get
about
done.
things.
It comes down to that. I don't want to get done.
Yeah. So, well, there we go. Anyway, so Welshie Tech, I have a feeling Welshie comes on a bit late all the time, doesn't he?
I don't know.
late
I
last
think he tunes in on time, but he just likes to make a debut by saying, sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. So, and Gadget Show's saying hi to him. So there we go. If anyone has got any questions about the Tech for Techs Plus, obviously let us know. If you want to sign up, feel free. It's on the screen, or it was on the screen until it disappeared, shall we say. I'll stick it back on the screen, the actual address. So, where were we? I wish they'd stop changing the design of this website.
It's to keep you on your toes. You know?
It is. So let me put it back on screen. There we go. So if you do want to sign up, feel free. Again, if you've got any questions, you know where we are. Just send us messages. I can see at least a couple of people have already signed up for it, which is good. Obviously, this goes to support, obviously, the channel and Tech for Tech's community as a whole, and also allows us to fund future products on services. And that's where Tech for Tech's next thing we're going to talk about, which is Real Tech. Okay, you probably saw in that video we mentioned about Real Tech. Well, Real Tech in basics is going to be where we advertise and promote independent traders or small stores or whatever you want to class them as, not the big guys. Okay, so we're going to be making content which will mainly be positioned to, at least to start with, on social media, so YouTube, Facebook and so forth, to make sure that people do buy stuff from you independents. So there'll be adverts on the lines of, hey, did you know if you got stuff from an independent trader, you're supporting the local community? Or it might be an actual interview with someone who runs a store, or even interviews with people who come into stores, and we might feature specific stores on the adverts as well. We've still got a lot to go through, but it is planned to be released next year.
I saw one on TV one night, and this was a few years back, but it says, by buying from the local florist, you're allowing her to support the local butcher. By buying from the local butcher, you're allowing him to support his local school system. And so forth and so on. And it was really neat how they showed the food chain being able to exist by keeping everything local. Everything that was needed in that advert was available local.
Yeah.
You didn't need anything really big. So as I know there's some things that you're going to need to have big people for, like electrics and lights, but when you can support local, you really need to.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. So it gives you a rough ideas. Again, anyone who does sign up for the Tech for Techs Plus, which you can see the web address on the screen, which is techfortechs.co.uk/plus, or you can go to the main website and it's there. Basically, these people will also be added on to the end of the adverts. So you'll have your name listed on as basically a Plus member and as a trusted store. Don't get me wrong, we're going to be promoting all stores at the same time, but the ones who are Plus members are obviously the ones who are going to be funding this service. So they're obviously going to get a slight more of a mention at the end.
Think of it as when we do the Tech Max advert, and at the end you see all the logos. It will be like that, if I'm
yeah,
right.
very similar to that.
It's going to be a lot like that. It's going to have, like, let's just say Welshie Tech got in there behind it, and Ken at Canny Clever. You'd see all these logos all over the place. Well, it's a bit like, the Tech Max spread that we have going. So
Yeah.
if you're wondering.
So that will be launched next year. Again, we need to get the concentrate on the plus side of things for now, but we have got a lot of the real tech thing all sorted, near enough ready to go. But obviously, we need to get everything sorted. But it's going to be basically, at a bare minimum, it's going to be on all our content, from reviews to other builds and stuff like that we do online. And if you didn't know, we've got now consumer facing, I think it's 134,000 subscribers now on YouTube alone. So that's 134,000 people who are subscribed, and obviously you're going to be getting hundreds of thousands of people seeing these adverts every time they watch videos or content.
And you just have to wonder how many of them that watch it that are not subscribers. They just haven't hit the like button. You're going to get even, people that have not subscribed watching as well.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So
that's YouTube's a funny thing, the way the amount of people who actually have subscribed watch and how many come from elsewhere. There's quite a big difference between the two. But there we go. So let's go through the chat and we'll run everyone through it. If they've got any questions, if anyone has got any questions about it, feel free. I can see there's quite a few of you watching. So let us know. So let's have a quick look then. So we've got, it looks like Ken.
So Ken is loving the ideas we're watching and listening on the big screen and the store and surround system. Oh, wow, as well as we install Christmas. Well, I saw your little elves having a pizza party, and Bond said save him a piece. So hope you all are having a good time up there in Whitley Bay.
That's it. And Welsh Tech's
my logo stands out. Big red dragon. It does. It reminds me of something that you would see maybe on a football team's jersey or something.
Are you trying to say Wrexham?
I don't know.
Yeah. That's
I
how
wouldn't
much
know. I don't even know what that is. So.
Yeah, exactly. But there we go. So, obviously, Welshie Tech saying that YouTube is a little bit fickle. So, that's one way of putting it.
That's a nice way of putting it.
So while chat's a little bit quiet, we'll run you through everything again. Just really quick this time. What is actually offered for the Plus membership, and then obviously it's up to you if you sign up or not. And as we said, we understand it's not going to be for everyone. There's going to be certain people it works better for than others. It'll become more cost effective as time goes by, as we add more and more content to it. And there are bits we haven't mentioned that we are planning to add on top as well. But let's just put it on the screen there. Here we go. And swap those around so we can see each other. Come on. No, wrong one. Wrong button.
Get it right,
There we
Riff.
go. There we go. It's working this time. Right, okay. So you can get to it through the Tech for Tech website, which is techfortechs.co.uk. You've got a big bit at the top left, what says posters, documentation with a big plus on it. You've also got Plus member section there as well. So, but once you've clicked on it, it'll take you to this page, get more customers, nice little video we showed at the beginning, and it tells you all about what you get in there from digital marketing, Legal One documents, and then the nationwide Real Tech initiative, which is coming next year, as well as a few other bits and bobs. You got your members login, and then you got purchase. As we mentioned, it is a cost to it because obviously it costs us to do. We funded this on our own back to get it up and running and all the stuff what's already on there. But for $29.95, which really works out less than £1 a day, you've got your monthly membership, and it works out even cheaper if you pay for it yearly in advance at $2.95.
To put it in perspective, you can't get a cup of tea every day of the year at the same price.
Yeah, when was it? I went the other day and bought you a coffee, and it was like a coffee, and I had a cup of tea, and it was like about £15 or something stupid. I was like, what?
I know.
Yeah.
It's when we went to the tea. It was when we went to Target. Yeah, it was when we went to visit with Target, and we stopped in at.
We popped to
At the
pub.
Prince-
Was it
the
I can't
Prince?
remember where it was now.
Yeah.
It was somewhere on the way. There we go. Let's have a look. So you've got the paying options on there. So as I said, £30 a month or less than £30 a month, and you get all that all in one. There's no extras on top, apart from if you want to edit anything, you will need a Canva subscription. When I say edit anything, I mean the media side. So the pictures, posters and stuff, you want to edit those, you'll need a Canva subscription. I know a lot of people have got that already. But here we go. So you've got your articles, as we mentioned. So we've got new PCs for Christmas. You've got, obviously, you can download it in whichever format you want there. Computer repair services, SSD upgrades. Again, these articles we're going to be adding to. You can email them to your customers. It keeps people in the loop. It's more of you're giving them information and help and advice, including the computer repair services on there. As we said, on the media section. So on the media section is where you've got all your artwork. So you've got your Christmas wish list on there. You've got Christmas gifts here. Shop local at Christmas. Slow PC. As you can see, there's quite a few different options from gaming, selling gaming, speed up your PC, slow computer, and so forth. So all the images and everything on here are either licensed to us or totally copyright free, so you don't have any issues sharing them or anything along that lines. And if you do, come back to us, because it's under our licensing, which we are allowed to do, which costs us to do.
I just got a little message from Ken. He's showing us on the screen on one of his big monitors that they're watching in the store.
Okay,
So,
that's pretty good.
yeah.
Ken, you could at least put the screen in horizontal position instead of portrait.
You mean like landscape?
Landscape, yeah, that one. Same thing. But there we go. So we've got documentation. So responding to negative reviews. You've got cookie policies for your website, backup checklists, which again you can print out and write on. Ideal for a new tech starting out, someone who hasn't got a business already and is just starting, or someone who's downsizing and they just don't need an online service which is costing them £50-100 a month, which has got all these features when they're only repairing 2 or 3 machines a month. In-store online conditions, and then we've got all the extras, which, as we showed before, that's Target's provided, and other vendors will be potentially adding to over time. So it gives you a rough idea. So there we go. So let's go back to chat, and then we'll call it a night, I think. It's getting that time of night.
Does anyone have any questions for us? Please feel free to ask. There's nothing like getting a product and finding out it's not exactly what you thought, and everything. I realize we're going to get a few of those, but I'd like to solve that by having a Q&A if I can.
That's it. So I think most of the chat going off is it's basically it looks like Welshie and Gadget Joe talking between each other, and Dan as well. But here we go. So Richard says his headphones are picking up a slight crackle. Anyone else hearing this? So let us know if you are, then we can look into that. It may just be me when I'm pressing the mouse button or something, I don't know, but let me know. Joe's saying...
Joe says, my logo is as low profile as my Facebook profile. Face like this, I keep it hidden. Oh, Dan.
Yeah, that's what Dan said. Sorry, not Joe, but yeah. Welsh's text saying, yeah, there's a slight crackle. We'll have a look into that, so we'll see if we can fine-tune it a little bit more. But at least it sounds a little bit better than last time. And I think that's pretty much... let's have a look. What's Welsh's saying? Okay, so if I was to sign up, how would it help me as a creator beside my logo being shown? So it's not aimed at creators as such. It is aimed, this is at independent resellers, stores. Ideally, stores would benefit the most because of the poster things. They can put posters, obviously, get them printed. Using Canva, you can get it printed directly to you. If you're not an actual store and you like a home tech or call out tech or whatever you want to call yourself, or an MSP, then obviously the article side, legal documentation for your website will work. But for YouTube content, I think your best bet is sticking with something like TubeBuddy or something like that, Welshy Tech. That's probably your best bet. I think there's another one, I forget the name of that one, but those are usually pretty good bits of software which help you online by telling you best keywords to use and stuff like that. So right, I'm going to put the web address back up for anyone else who wants to log in.
That was a good question there.
Yeah, definitely. So again, anyone who wants to sign up, it's techfortex.co.uk/plus, and we're going to call it there, I think. So,
yeah, unless anyone has any other questions that need addressing.
No, I think that's it. I don't see any more coming in, so everyone's asked away. Last one. We'll let Gadget Joe.
Let Gadget Joe have the final thought. I think it's a great idea, especially considering how difficult the market is for independent retailers nowadays, with the presence of online services bringing more people into physical stores. It's a win.
That's it. Nice words there, Gadget. Thank you very much. Richard Creedy did actually say just beat
aimed
Gadget
at people
Joe.
like me who haven't a single creative bone in their body.
Well, there you go. Well,
there
Richard,
you go. That's a subscription sold to Richard.
yeah,
right there.
exactly. If you have any problems, Richard, just let us know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one asked about discounts or anything like that. As we've always said before on our shows, we don't believe in discounts. We believe in giving you a best value possible.
Yep.
Hence why we priced it as low as it is, because we could easily sell it for a lot more, especially as time goes by. But we're fixed in at that price.
There's no need to put it through the roof. I want people to be able to afford it.
Exactly. We know what it's like being in the situation of most independents. So we started off very rough indeed, shall we say. It took us many years to build up what we had. Right. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave you with a little video at the end, and we'll see you all next week. We do have a live show next week, though.
We do, and it's with ISL Online, and I want you all to tune in. These are a great bunch to work with and have on your side. You don't want to miss it. ISL Online show next week, same time, same stations.
There we go. Thank you very much, and we'll leave you with this. Good night, everyone, and thanks again for tuning in. Introducing Tech for Techs Plus, the ultimate membership for computer shop owners and IT professionals. If you're looking to save time, boost your marketing, and streamline your business, this is the service for you. For just $29.95 a month or $295 a year, you'll get exclusive access to a treasure trove of digital marketing assets, including stunning posters and poster templates that you can edit yourself, and they're all crafted to captivate your audience. And on top of that, new content is released every month. But that's not all. Tech for Text Plus also provides informative articles that you can share with your clients through your website, emails, or even printed materials, helping you build trust and loyalty. But on top of that, you also get legal documentation, including customizable contracts and policy templates. You'll have everything you need to protect and grow your business. Do you want to make changes to the posters we provide? No problem. With a Canva subscription, you can edit the designs we provide and tailor them perfectly for your business. You will also be able to take part in exciting upcoming projects like the nationwide Real Tech initiative coming in 2025. So let's accelerate your IT business with Tech for Text Plus for just $29.95 a month or $295 a year. You'll get the tools you need to grow your business and stay ahead of the competition. Visit techfortext.co.uk